my name is Chris Cornell, and we're at Download Festival on Saturday, which is how many days? Is there 3, 2, 5, 3? There's 3 days. This is the second one. The second one, and it was great. It's really great audience, and like great backstage thing where I've seen some people I haven't seen in years and years from different bands. I saw a couple guys that I've toured with over the years, and which is really great. I mean, that's one thing that's cool about doing things like this and staying on the road and doing a festival. You see people maybe 3 times, 4 times in 10 years, and it's always at places like this. Crew guys, I saw a guy that did guitars for Soundgarden for probably 9 years maybe, and he's here working for Manson, I think. The show was really great. The audience, it's like 20 years in a 1 hour set of music kind of condensed in, plus new songs, and the audience seemed to love everything and seemed to kind of know everything. It depends on what song I'm playing. Some people get sort of older stuff if they're older people, and if they're younger they get newer stuff. I just kind of choose when I get to the venue what songs I'm going to play, like the set list that it's not here now. I did it on the way to the show, and then I forgot a song, so when I got here I actually rewrote the set list. But it's kind of for the feel of the day and the place. I usually kind of know when I get there. It's just kind of getting a sense of it. It's pretty obvious, and I don't know why. But I'm lucky because I have such a broad history of different styles of music that I can play. Like if I go to a festival and it seems really mellow and kind of hippie-ish, and people are stoned and they just want to like listen to music and trip out, and I can write a set list that's really much more sort of cerebral and trippy and mellow. And if I play a festival that's more aggressive, I can do a list of just aggressive songs. It doesn't really matter. I toured with Audioslave, where we did just the Audioslave album. We had to actually do cover songs because all we had was that records, and we refused to play anything else. So when we would go to places where we had more time than like an hour, we would start to do cover songs. So that was when we did Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes, because we were thinking, well, I thought it'd be cool to be like Hendrix. Hendrix would do covers of bands who were just putting out songs right then, that were hit songs right then, but that were really cool bands. And I thought, who's got a hit song right now, but that we like? And that was the only one I could think of. But we were doing covers, and it was fine. We toured the world just doing that album. In 1998, I released Euphoria Morning, which is my first solo album, and I toured pretty much just doing that. So there's nothing I have to do, but I like to do a mixture of stuff that people aren't as familiar with and things that everybody knows. I've seen people be crushed when they go to their favorite band's concert and then they don't play like at least one of their favorite songs. So I think I covered that pretty well. It's in an hour, it's sort of hard to do because it's when I do a headlining show, it's like 2.5, 3 hours. So I don't have any worry at all that everybody's happy when I leave. So with an hour, I tried to do, I did like as many new songs as I could fit in there, and then everything I could fit in there that I wanted to play that goes all the way back to probably 1992. And speaking about the new album, Scream, I don't think of it as a directional change in terms of my career. I think of it in terms of an album as a piece of music, as an hour-long piece of music where you listen to it from beginning to end. It's completely different than anything I've done. But for me, it's hard to describe a trajectory, because I've done albums like Bad Motorfinger and then albums like Euphoria Morning, which are nothing alike. You wouldn't think that they were even remotely similar to each other. And then doing Scream is another thing that's not like either of the other two I described. So it's in a way just another moment where I'm sort of going off in a different direction, just for fun, to kind of rinse myself of everything I know and learn new things and put myself in a position where I have to go in and learn a new way to write, a new way to sing, a new way to record, all of that. And then I bring that into whatever my future is, which Um, who knows what that'll be. Well, there's like a period of R&B soul music that I really have always loved. Um, that I've been able to get a little bit into some of my records, but never as authentically as some of the songs on Scream. And that was kind of what I got out of it. That was the most important thing. Was that I got to more than just sort of brush up against certain influences. I got to make records with a guy who really understands that kind of music and helped create that sound and would know when to say no, you're doing it wrong, and this is why, and then I do it the right way and go, oh, that's how that works. So it's he was really trusting. I think we were very trusting of each other when you consider the fact that Timbaland comes from a completely different musical background, cultural background, geographical background, everything, different ages really. So he doesn't know anything about rock really. I know pretty much nothing about hip hop or pop music. So we're kind of getting in the room, and our focus is pretty damn simple. It's like, make this song, write it, make it happen, make it a good song, make it something that you think is worthy to be on the album, and focus on that. And also the constant focus, because we didn't take time off. We didn't rehearse songs over a period of weeks and then perform them. We wrote songs, recorded them, until we had like 20 songs and we were out of time. I was looking for remixes for Carry On and my second solo album, which is the first thing I did after Audio Slave. And a lot of people brought up Timbaland's name, and so I got him on the phone, and he wasn't interested in doing remixes, but he talked about doing some new original songs. And he said it in the context of like 4 songs. We could do 3-4 songs, something like that. And I just thought, well, I know in pop music and in hip hop there's sort of a trend where people will make an album with 3 or 4 producers, kind of a thing. But that didn't appeal to me at all. And I thought, to me that seems sort of disjointed. I still come from the old school of listening to a whole album where there's continuity. And so I said, why not make a whole album? Not really sure how he was going to respond. He said, sure, I'd love to. And that was it. It was a 10-minute phone call. Within a month after that call, we were making the album. So that was it.